Hey everybody, Hebrew Hulk here. So today I'm going to do a company and product review as my experience with the company dealing with them. So last fall, a company by the name of Heyday Footwear that makes gym shoes released a special edition mutant shoe. So this mutant shoe was for mutant athletes and affiliates and stuff like that for mutant supplements. Now, these shoes were awesome, and I'd liked Heyday shoes for a while. I almost ordered them in the past, but they don't make a lot of size 14s for everything, and I waited one day too late, and they already sold out of the one pair of shoes I really wanted, which had size 14. So when these Mutant shoes released, I contacted everybody I knew that had any dealings with Mutant to try and get myself a pair of these, but no luck. About a month or two later, they released they decided to do a pre-order of Mutant shoes for consumers. So I was really excited, and the first thing I did like that day was I ordered a pair, and I got a pair for my wife as well, because number one, living in Canada, the shipping sucks a little bit, but plus it made sense to order two pairs of shoes. Plus, she needed a birthday gift anyways. So ordered both pairs of shoes, and then we waited. We were told they'd be shipped out sometime in spring because they were all pre-ordered and none of them were actually made until the pre-order was finished, just to make it made the right amount. So in June, about a week out from my bodybuilding competition, I get a call from Heyday Footwear, actually the CEO himself, I believe he's CEO actually, but Darren at Heyday Footwear. And so he calls me and is like, hey, did you order two pairs of Mutant shoes, size 7.5s and size 14s? And I'm like, yeah, I did. It's like, well, I got some good news and I got some bad news for you. We got the size 7.5s, but the manufacturing company we hired to make the shoes shut down production before making any size 14s. And I'm freaking heartbroken. I've been waiting for these shoes. I waited about 6 months for these shoes, and I kept hoping they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. And then to get a call like that really sucked, especially right a week out from my show. Anybody that's competed before know that a week out, you're not the happiest person. So I kept my calm pretty cool, and me and Darren talked for a while, and he offered me a full refund, which is pretty awesome. And he's telling me how he had to pretty much call every other person that orders a pair of size 14s to tell them there was nothing there. So I wasn't upset with him. I was just out of the situation. But I will say Darren handled it incredibly well. So he offered me a full refund, which I declined because I still wanted the other pair of shoes. And then he asked me if there's any other pair of shoes they had that were in size 14 stock that I'd be willing to accept. So I had recently seen they had the tactical camo boots in a size 14. I thought those were pretty awesome as well. I actually have considered ordering them after. So it's like, Kate, hold on, let me get them in my hand right now. So I hear him rustling around a little bit, and I hear him say, Kate, all right, I found the pair of size 14s in the camo in the boot. They're being put in a box with the other ones, and they're being shipped to you. And so I got them. We talked for a little bit, and I asked maybe for a discount on my next order just to make up for it. He's like, yeah, you know what, absolutely. I can do a discount without question. We talked for a couple more minutes, kind of explained the situation, and then he did something that really awesome that kind of I've never heard of someone doing this, going out above and beyond. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna try and contact the manufacturer and see if I can see if I can get them to produce one pair of size 14s. If they still have materials and the patterns at their disposal. And he's like, I'll get a hold of you in the next 3 days or so. So I'm like, man, that'd be pretty freaking awesome. So anyways, within that time, my camo tactical trainers show up. And so I love this shoe. This shoe is a great shoe. It's so high ankle support. The one thing I was surprised about was how thin the laces were, and that kind of scared me at first until I realized they're like an actual combat boot. They're designed with thin laces, so with one pull of your finger, you can get out of these boots in a couple seconds. They bend well, they're flexible, you get great ankle support. The way the soles are made, it really cups your ankle in place. Calf raises, leg day. These shoes are awesome and just very, very flexible, very versatile. They feel great. The second I put them on, man, these are comfortable. My wife loves her as well. She got the mutant ones, of course, but I love the look of this shoe. I love the style of this shoe. It's a great leg day shoe, great for calf raises, because nothing's worse than having a shoe you're doing calf raises and it's not high enough, it doesn't hold your ankle enough, and it slips out of place all the time. So anyways, I was really happy to get those at any rate. And then I hadn't heard from Darren. And then actually, the day of my show, after the competition, I posted, yeah, 4th place. And then I'm reading through the comments, and I realized that one of the comments is from Heyday Footwear. And it's Darren himself saying, "Hey, Tech, congratulations on your placing today. We got something for you." And I messaged back, like, "Do you guys seriously get a pair?" It's like, "We'll ship them out next week." So about a week after my show, sure enough, my limited edition Mutant Heyday cross-brand shoes arrive. I freaking love this shoe. I love the look of it. I love the style of it. I'm not a big shoe guy, but just something about the look of these ones I love. It's got the mutant quote, "Leave humanity behind," written all over it. Of course, it's showing backwards right now because camera and all. But also comfy, and like the amount of straps in this thing, it looks kind of like a crazy shoe. It took me about 5 minutes to put on the first time, but once you're in these shoes, you are in these shoes. Nothing moves. They're comfortable. They also bend well. They hold you in well. Same thing. They got really good ankle support at the back, so they really hold everything really well in place. So very happy with both pairs of shoes I received, and I can definitely say pretty much from now on I'll probably be only ordering Heyday shoes. Number one, because of the quality of the shoe. The quality is amazing. They're well designed. They're comfortable and everything. I've been wearing them for a couple weeks now, and I love them. But just any company willing to go that far for their customers, because he could have just said, "You know what, I can't do anything about it. Take this," but instead he went out of his way to make it up to me, and I have respect for any company willing to do something like that. So I can officially say it's not just hype. It is Heyday.